Okay, my name is Bill Ward, and I'm the one that purchased your repair kit for a for the purpose of trying to repair an Old Town Tripper that I've had for many years. And so, when I received your kit, your material and instructions, as I read the instructions, it seems like they're for a canoe with a complete hole through the bottom, from the inside to the outside. My canoe damage does not have a complete hole through it, but only damage to the outside of the canoe. The instructions indicate that, if you're trying to repair a canoe with a hole all the way through it, essentially you put 3 layers of cloth on both sides, the inside and the outside. So to repair the damage on my canoe, on the outside only, I did some thinking about it, and looking at the instructions, I came up with a plan that I think will work well, but I just wanted to run it by you folks as the experts on this product and see what you think of it. So what I've done is I've taken some pictures, and I'm going to talk you through what I'm going to do using the pictures of the damage on my repair, and the damage on my canoe. So I'm going to try to share a screen here and record it. So here we go. I'm going to take you through what I think is going to be the appropriate way to try to repair this. So I'm going to start this little picture show. So here you go. This is my plan for this. Okay, here is a picture of, stop this right here, the damage on the bottom of my canoe. Basically, I'll just kind of lay it out here for you. This is a fairly long area here. This is on the stern of my canoe, right under where I sit. This is about 2 feet long, and at its widest place is like about 3 inches across. And it started out, when I first looked at it and noticed I had a problem, it was an area about like this. Anyway, as I went to try to prepare this material, prepare this damage, I noticed that things were pretty brittle, and I basically, in the removal of brittle old material that I knew had to be repaired as well, I ended up removing the extent of the repair area. Grew to about this size, and let's see, where am I at here? And what you can see here also is this area here, the limits. This is the limits of the area that I have basically cleaned and sanded. I did this with a circular disc grinder, so I know this is all good for being able to have the fiberglass cloth adhere to it. And another thing I'll tell you is that this inside area here, limits which I'm showing here, is slightly depressed from the adjacent Royalex material here. And taking that into consideration, this is what I came up with as a way I think will provide the smoothest transition between the different layers. So my first thought was, well, I'm going to cut a piece of fiberglass cloth that's going to fit precisely in this long damaged area here, and I'm going to cut it precisely. And one of the thoughts on that is I'm going to put that inside here, and I think that's also going to help smooth out the irregularity or the depression, and will allow that first layer. That's going to be the first layer of fiberglass that's going to go inside this thing. And of course, I put the resin down, and then lay the cloth in there, and then apply the resin over the top of it, and that'll be my first layer of fiberglass cloth. And then after that, the second layer, what I would do, I'm planning to do, is to basically cut a larger piece of fiberglass cloth that will go outside at least an inch to an inch and a half, outside the limits of this area here. That'll be my second layer of fiberglass cloth. And of course, I would put the resin down prior to laying that second layer, and then of course apply the resin and work the resin into that second layer as well. Then at that point, my thoughts are to apply the third layer, uh, actually kind of a smaller layer, just in that will go inside this thing, inside this damaged area here. And I think that's going to be the best way to get a smooth transition between the layers, and it'll give me 3 layers over this real damaged area right here. So that's kind of what I was thinking would work the best. So I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on this. If you've got any recommendations on changes to what I'm proposing here, doing something different, I would love to hear that. So that's my plan. At this point, I'm ready to start this process, but I just wanted to run this by you and see what you think of what I'm doing here. And in my when I send you this this video, I'm going to give you my phone number, and I would love to chat with anybody if you'd like to talk in detail about this. Um, so I would appreciate any advice you could provide me. And at that, I think I'm going to stop the screen sharing here. Stop the screen sharing. So there we go. I'm basically finished with what I wanted to try to do. So I look forward to hearing from somebody and what you think is of my plan, and if there's any changes you would recommend. I've had that canoe for probably close to 40 years. It's been a great canoe, and I've taken it down rivers and camping trips for many years. I don't use it as much as I used to, but my grandkids are getting to the age now where that's another generation. I think I could have fun playing with my canoe. So anyway, thanks again. I appreciate it, and look forward to hearing from you.